Hello students, in the previous session we have learned about India, size and location. This is the third part of the chapter in which we will learn about India and the world and India's neighbor. India and the world. The Indian landmass has a central location between the East and the West Asia. India is a southward extension of the Asian continent. The Trans-Indian Ocean routes which connect the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia provide a strategic central location to India. Note that the Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa, and Europe from the western coast and with Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. No other country has a long coastline on the Indian Ocean as India has, and indeed it is India's eminent position in the Indian Ocean which justifies the naming of an ocean after it. Do you know, since the opening of the Suez Canal in 1869, India's distance from Europe has been reduced by 7,000 kilometers. India's contact with the world have continued through the ages, but her relationship through the land routes are much older than her maritime contacts. The various passes across the mountains in the north have provided passages to the ancient travelers, while the ocean restricted such interaction for a long time. These routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. The idea of the Upanishads and the Ramayana, the story of Panchatantra, the Indian numerals, and the decimal system thus could reach many parts of the world. The spices, muslin, and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. On the other hand, the influence of Greek sculpture and the architectural styles of dome and minarets from West Asia can be seen in the different parts of our country. India's neighbor. India occupies an important strategic position in South Asia. India has 28 states and 9 union territories. As we know, after the amendment of Article 370, India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, China, Nepal, and Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Our southern neighbors across the sea consist of two islands countries, namely Sri Lanka and Maldives. Find out the number of union territories along the western and eastern coast, area wise, which is the smallest and which is the largest state, the state which do not have an international border or lie on the coast. Classify the states into four groups, each having common frontiers with Pakistan, China, Myanmar, and Bangladesh. Do you know? Before 1947, there were two types of states in India, the provinces and the princely states. Provinces were ruled directly by British officials who were appointed by the Viceroy. Princely states were ruled by local hereditary rulers who acknowledged sovereignty in return for local autonomy. Our southern neighbors across the sea consist of two islands countries, namely Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by the Palk Strait and the Gulf of Mannar, while Maldives Island are situated to the south of the Lakshadweep Islands. India has had strong geographical and historical links with her neighbors. Look at the physical map of Asia in your atlas and note how India stands apart from the rest of Asia. Okay, now we have completed chapter number 1, India, size and location. Thank you.